It's federal election day in Canada, and here in the South Okanagan-West Kootenay riding, we're looking at what might be a very close race. Incumbent MP Richard Cannings of the NDP won by fewer than 800 votes over Conservative challenger Helena Conans in 2019, keeping this the only orange riding in a sea of blue in the southern interior. And both are back at it this year to battle it out again. Cannings has long placed environmental issues at the top of his concerns and also says housing is a major issue locally that needs more federal attention.
It affects businesses because so many businesses I talk to are finding it hard to find workers. And it's not because workers are sitting at home on CERB at less than minimum wage. It's because workers can't find a place they can afford. And many businesses have taken to buying homes so that they can house their own workers. And because of that, they're unable to make other investments that they could normally do. So that's something that we need to fix right away. And the NDP has a plan.
Challenger Conan says one of her top issues is crime.
We are one of the top, we have one of the highest crime rates in BC, and there's no reason for that. And it's something that has been neglected. People should not be afraid to leave their homes. And more, that's what's happening. So we need to address, and the Conservatives will address, and I will address locally here, our issues with crime rate and one of the top overdose rates in BC also.
New to the ticket this year is Liberal Ken Robertson, running for the political office for the first time. Robertson says his voice as an Indigenous person is important to bring to the table.
We need to walk the road of reconciliation together, and it has to be Indigenous-led. So even though I would be an Indigenous MP, but I still need those leaders in those communities to talk about dialogue, work across with each other in regards to actually the social economic needs at hand, because we know that there's a difference in regards to Indigenous and non-Indigenous when it becomes those realities that they live day to day.
The ticket is rounded out by Tara House of the Green Party and Sean Taylor of the People's Party of Canada, both taking their second shot at election. Tara House pushing that the Green Party allows her to really have her own voice.
And amongst all federal parties, we're the only party that doesn't force their caucus and their members to vote the way the leader tells them to. So if there is something that I disagree with in our platform because it's in better needs of the constituents or it's what constituents want, I'm actually able to voice that opinion and bring that forward, whereas the other parties have to toe a party line and basically just be the party lapdogs.
Taylor's core reason for running is his anti-vaccine and anti-vaccine passport stance, and while he is seeking federal office, he believes the federal government should mostly keep their hands out of provincial business.
You look at these government interventions and they cause more troubles than they solve, right? And create a lot of jobs for the government, right? Like, this is the whole thing. The more government, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You build the bureaucracy to take care of it, and it feeds itself. And we need to get the power back into the hands of the free market, and they will be able to solve these questions.
Polls close in BC at 7 p.m. For Castnet News, I'm Casey Richardson.